Crypto Army, what up? DeFi Army, what up? It's your boy J Rod. We back at it again. And in today's freestyle, I might just go on a variety of topics because of the way I'm feeling today. It's just, I'm kind of everywhere, you know? And that's how life gets sometimes. Sometimes it really gets like challenging. And, you know, at the Right Mindset Show, we're trying to figure out how we should think through each phase and experience we go through. And right now, I'm in a really challenging phase and experience. As you know, I've covered in previous videos, the company I worked for before the one I'm at now really put me in a bind. And I've had to process the fact that it's legal for them to do so. Not right for them to do so, but legal for them to do so. Because as a worker, I don't have that many rights. And I thought, oh, I'm going to get into management and it'll be different. I'll have more rights. I'll be able to change the system from the inside. Nope. Unless I'm a CEO, owner, corporation owner, I ain't changing nothing from the inside. In fact, it's literally, not to use the cliche, but it's two sides of the same coin. And so what do I learn from that, right? As we're in a crypto winter and how it applies to DeFi is really, man, they're scared. The corporation owners, not middle management. Middle management just getting a check. The corporation owners are scared because DeFi is going to put people at the bottom on their level. Those that get with it, those that get it. Now again, Crypto Moon Boy dropped a really good video, provocative title, saying how the bull run's over, right? The bull run this is the last crypto bull run. Very provocative title, and obviously, you know, that's where we're at in this space. That's where we're at in the business. We got to sort of drum up the attention. Ooh, is this what it is? And obviously, you know, Crypto Moon Boy is really intelligent, so he's obviously not saying that the bull runs are over, and that this will be the last one. But what he talked about is something I want to talk about too, is the fight. Gensler and Garland. Merrick Garland's the head of America's Department of Justice, head of the FBI, and Gensler's head of America's SEC. And so the fight they are waging, the war they are waging on crypto, is a useless one because of the halvings, because they're trying to fight math. So you can fight English, subjective things, you can twist Caroni's moves in SafeMoon to a play of, hey, you know, yeah, you say you're starting a business, but why do you have $50 million, right? Okay, why, when Zuckerberg started Facebook, why did he drop out of an Ivy League school? Oh, because he got money to start a company and didn't need a Ivy League degree to get a job. Because he was rich from his funding, most likely. So you're telling me Mark Zuckerberg can drop out of an Ivy League school for no reason other than this college app he started, and we asking no questions? Come on, guys. Come on. But again, that's fighting English, right? He registered as a security because he got venture capital funding, where venture capitalists registered as well as private investors. So again, not to relitigate something that's about to be litigated, but or has yet to be litigated. But again, if SafeMoon and Binance are securities, then that means that you and me who invested in these companies have to register as private investors. So we are breaking the law too. Or is it really about that? Again, they're fighting English. So they're just muddying the waters, making it look terrible. And again, we'll find out. FBI is real thorough. They're real good at getting to the bottom of things. So I'm just saying they're also, in my opinion, they're building a narrative against SafeMoney, a narrative against Binance, even though things don't look good. But again, same thing with Binance. If they're horrible and you want in the statement written up along with the guilty plea, you want to call Changpeng Zhao a criminal. If he's a criminal, running a criminal enterprise, why is it still allowed to operate in America? Because you don't have enough to shut them down, but you have enough to make them look terrible. So again, they're fighting English, not math. But that math is coming, and that math is the Bitcoin halving. And we have it till 2140. 210,000 transactions every 10 minutes is 4 years, approximately 4 years. And so we have 210,000 transactions processed every 10 minutes. 210,000 transactions processed every 10 minutes. 210,000 transactions processed every 10 minutes. 210,000 transactions processed. That's going to happen till 2140. So they're fighting a losing battle, because this is the question I always ask people that wonder if the halvings will continue to have the impact they're having. Because what happens is, when the halvings occur, what happens is market makers, right now in the crypto winter, market makers are averaging down. That means that there isn't enough volume to justify raising the price of Bitcoin. So since the volume's not big enough, the price is averaged down. Now the volume's big enough, so the price is slowly, creepingly averaged up, but not big enough where it can average up crazily. But it is enough where they can start letting the gates open a little bit and average it back up. And I'll explain this more in future videos, but that's a simplified version, oversimplified version of how it works, right? So in crypto winters, market makers are averaging down. In summers, crypto summers, where the bull runs occur, and coming out of crypto winters, the market makers start averaging up because there's enough volume to start raising the price a little bit. And then obviously, when the halving occurs, there's enough to start raising it a lot. So they start averaging up rapidly fast. And that takes about a year to a year and a half, which is why after every halving, you'll see a bull run about a year to a year and a half later. So to give an example, 2012's halving, the bull run occurred in 2013. 2016's halving, the bull run occurred in 2017. 2020's halving, the bull run occurred in 2021, with the all-time high coming around July or August of 2021. And so with that being said, the halvings are going to keep happening. Now, the question I ask people that kind of have some trouble understanding why this keeps occurring is, in any situation, have you ever seen supply get cut in half and demand stay the same and price not skyrocket, not be affected or not skyrocket? And the answer is no. No, there's no situation where demand has decreased supply has decreased drastically and demand staying the same has not caused the price to go insane. And then what happens is, obviously, when the price goes insane, demand increases. And so it's a cocktail, it's just kaboom. And market makers are trying to hold back a flood, and then the dam breaks. And so it takes them about a year to a year and a half for that dam to break. But the market makers try to hold it back and try to, oh, no, but then it just kaboom. And so that's really what the SEC and DOJ are fighting. Because it's going to be tough to regulate crypto the way the stock markets are regulated. Because really globally, even with stocks, you only have about maybe less than 10 major markets. So you can shut them down during business hours. You can do 9 to 5. Like, one of the reasons stocks don't go crazy is you can only trade them from 9 to 5. My office hours are 9 to 5. If y'all know that movie. Five Heartbeats. One of my office hours is 9 to 5. My office hours are 9 to 5. And so you can only trade stocks 9 to 5. Even in New York, London, Japan, you gotta, so what people do is that they trade stocks like day traders, they jump the markets. So they try to trade in China, try to trade in London, try to trade in New York. They jump the market so they can be in those different time zones. But it's really less than 10 major markets that control the entire stock market as far as regulation on when you can trade. That's why they're so slow. If you could trade stocks 24/7, if orders could be put in 24/7, it'd be insane. Not as insane as crypto, but it would be the same kind of insanity, a little bit. But markets are controlled and regulated. So what happens is, at 5 o'clock, every company in the world, 5 o'clock their time, has a chance to look at their balance sheets. And you better believe they look at their balance sheets. So they'll say, oh, hey, we got an extra $3 million today. So we can blow it tomorrow. We can go hard tomorrow. We got $3 million in the bank. And so they go hard. And then the orders come in, and that money's gone before the money's even given, before the money's even shown. And so, trust me, it's regulated on our side. We can't make the moves, but it ain't regulated on their side unless they do something egregiously illegal. It ain't regulated on their side, on the company's side. Because they again, it's human nature. You look at your balance, you say, like, imagine being able to look at your paycheck every day after 5, knowing exactly how much money you got. I don't know about y'all, but I can't check my paycheck till 2 days, like a day before. And sometimes I can't even check it then. So I just gotta wait every 2 weeks. What I got. Companies can check every day. Oh, this is what we got. So it's human nature. You're gonna move differently if you see certain numbers. It's human nature. So I'm gonna argue that to the death. Well, anyways, you can't do that to crypto because think of those time zones. Think of miners. Miners are the controllers of those like time zones, like the New York Stock Exchange, London, Japan, China. Like, miners do that. And there are like thousands, if not millions by now, of miners across the world, across time zones, countries, El Salvador, Belize, China, Japan. There's miners everywhere. I think the miners in China have been kicked out, but there's miners everywhere. America, Canada. Like, how do the world countries get together? All of the countries in the world get together and agree on a time to regulate miners. Like, how are you gonna get El Salvador on board when not regulating miners could make them a first world country? So how are you gonna get them on board? Hey, no. You need to stop the miners from pumping, because, you know, like, we need ours together. And then even if you stop the miners from pumping, right, to change Bitcoin's protocol, you got to make the miners agree on a majority consensus to end the halvings. How are you going to get like thousands of people, not countries, people, to agree to stop the halvings when it makes them a ton of money if they survive it? Put them all in jail? They can't even put Changpeng Zhao in jail. How they gonna put? They can't. How they gonna put thousands of people in jail across the world outside of their jurisdictions, America's jurisdictions, whatever? How they gonna? So, bottom line, there will be regulation, but it's not gonna be, I don't think, as tightly controlled as the stock market is, because it's just not. It's not practical. So because of that, the halvings are going to continue, in my opinion, to make people rich. It's going to change lives. It's going to create new resources. And all I'm saying is at the Right Mindset Show, we want to be in a position to manage it, and so that we stay rich. You know, it's not enough just to become rich. Like, we want to stay there. The Bible says riches are a blessing from God, and He adds no trouble to it. So if we do it the right way with the right mindset, you know, God ain't gonna add no trouble to our riches. You know, and so that's where I want to be. That's my opinion. These are my thoughts. And so yeah, man. So I just to summate what I'm saying is we got to be patient. The government is fighting math. So even though they'll have these wins in the short term, there's just a reality that they're going to have to face. And they're fighting it because they're cool with the banks. They know they'd rather stick with the enemy they know than a new enemy they don't. That's my opinion. That's really where all this is coming from. And then, you know, lastly, like I said, let's just be patient because the inevitable is coming, guys. The halving is coming next year, and the bull run, Lord willing, is coming the year after that. Then the halving's coming again in 2028. And then the bull run's coming, Lord willing, after that in 2029. Then the halving's coming again in 2032. And then the bull run's coming, Lord willing, again after that in 2033. So again, let's be there for all of those, guys. I want us to be there for all of those. And I'm not talking about, in this video, I'm not talking about what I'm buying. I'm talking about how I'm buying. So let's get it, guys. Crypto Army, what up? DeFi Army, what up? It's your boy J-Rod. You know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. We out of here.